Welcome back to the Narleeverse. Welcome back to the Narleeverse. Welcome back to the Narleeverse.
Hey, what's up? I wanted to record this before I mess it all up because I know I'm gonna. Like every time. Because I know anytime I go to stream, I'm just gonna smear it or mess it up somehow. So I just wanted to preserve this forever so I could look at it. Do you think it's cute? Tell me it's cute. Or tell me it's fucked up and I need to learn how to do makeup, because I keep saying that to myself also. I have really messed this up. Oh my goodness. Happy Valentine's Day, people. I'm going on you now to paint my face apparently because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, and I just kept messing up these things. I really wish there was oh man. I am like actually retarded. I'm definitely actually retarded. Emotionally, I don't know how to deal with this. I was so close to getting on you now and doing my paintings. And then I just had to do like the dumbest stuff in the world. Like, what is actually wrong with me? Why even bother? You can't even do the simplest stuff. Because you're disabled. This is why. I do the most. Oh no, yeah. No. I can't with myself right now. I'm never gonna get on you now. I'm just obsessing. I already look retarded. It's not like... You should just get on there before you mess it up even further. I was gonna do a story time with you guys. Shall I? So, as I've told you guys before, this'll look retarded. So as some of you know, that I never went to public high school, that I had behavioral issues, and I never had prom, and you know, a lot of those, oh, I don't know about this. Oh. And a lot of those places are no touch. Or a lot of no touch policies. Some of you know. But I'm sure like most schools are like that anyway. Oh, what am I doing? I can't, right now I can't do this. So, one time I wasn't actually in, they had different type of schools, different type of facilities. There was, when I was younger, before I got into the like fake, oh that looks terrible, the fake like high school, like hospital high school things, like lockdown for mental health places. There was just like Bay State. This was in Massachusetts. I think it was in Springfield. There was like, oh my god, no. There was like Bay State mental hospital schools for kids. I think this is the one I'm thinking of, but I went to so many other ones. Like, I got moved around to these different ones, and my, you know, obviously they put you in so many different drugs when you're a kid, and they do. People would think they're more careful, but it's, when I was younger, it was. And obviously the type of drugs they gave me, sometimes I mix things up. But this particular story time, I remember one embarrassing moment. So the first guy with green hair that I ever had a crush on was actually at Providence Hospital for adolescents. And I think he was 17 and I was younger. I don't remember how much younger I was at the moment. Maybe I will later. Oh no, I'm messing this up. And anyway, that's a separate story. This hospital, like, school that I was in, this hospital lockup, this mental ward that I was in when I was younger, they had to do like school days where they tried to, like, they did their best to come up with like a school-like environment. And well, one day, I don't know what I was actually thinking, but I was really, and I wasn't that young, because I was obviously going through some kind of, it's not a makeup channel. I was actually going through some kind of frustration, if you will. And I was writing like erotica, and for my age, it was probably really cringy and hilarious, because I think I was like, I think I was like 13 and the dude was like a little older. This wasn't the green-haired 17-year-old. I think I was definitely older at that point. But this is a really like embarrassing story. It's kind of hard for me to tell. So no, actually it's not. This is not one of the harder ones for me to tell. I just need to get on you now and stop being a punk. What are you doing? You don't know how to do things already to begin with. Look at this mess that you've created. Like, what are those? Are those supposed to be freaking eyebrows? So, get to the point.
Get to the point, Narlee. So, I was writing this cringy, like, erotica about him.
It's kind of better lighting. I should have been doing it like this lighting the whole time. My teeth look extra yellow when I have, I mean, obviously, I just thought about that. Obviously, I have a white. I never, maybe it's because it's too high up here. Because it's going down there, but not here. What am I doing? So anyway, this guy when I was younger, he was into the band. It was the first time I had heard of the band Fish, and he was kind of like a hippie, had dreads, and he was also in this behavioral mental health place. And a lot of us had our own reasons for being there. And I think he could tell. I was starting to get that weird obsessive way that I get about people when I like them.
And it doesn't last. Usually it doesn't last very long. Very, like, some people, few people, like, the obsession is not, like, everlasting obsession. And definitely tell that I was like into him, and it was creepy, and I could tell that he didn't want it, and because, you know, I'm like a little kid, and he's like, I think he was probably definitely older, and no, I keep messing it up again.
Stop doing that. But anyway, we're in this like hospital.
And I've been like following around trying to talk to him. And
I think at that point I had this notebook. Oh, what am I doing though? I think at that point I had this notebook. No, it looks good on that side. Don't mess it up on that side. I had this notebook where I was trying to create like a band because I had all these projects and ideas like forever, and I still do have all these projects and ideas, but I'm not trying to create a band anymore. I was like 12, and my mom's girlfriend at the time, or ex-girlfriend or whatever, she's dead now, but she was cool. She gave me an electric guitar, and I had all these plans, and anyway, I was like, do you want to join my band? And I had like, he was like, I'm a drummer, and I like had this dream about like marrying a drummer or whatever. It was really weird. And then like he was gonna, and I drew all these really cringy photos of our band, and I made these like erotic drawings, and like I was working on, you know, one of my many novels or whatever dumb crap. Just figure out what you want to do with this, Arlie. And as I dropped some of the erotic stuff, before I knew about manifestation or anything like that, like I'm a little kid, and I kept imagining like, oh my god, it'd be so terrible if I just dropped this and he found it. Like, I can't imagine, like, don't, you know, and like even then I was like, don't imagine it. You know, that is this whole story, like, that I dropped the cringiness, and now he had proof, and he was definitely creeped out.
And like, I don't even think he came to be, I think a teacher told me he found it or something. And I was mortified. That was like one of the first times I thought I would like really die, but I obviously didn't. I don't even remember how mortified I was, because I've been so mortified about so many other things since that, you know, because I was so young.
So anyway, that concludes for this evening's, whichever you want to call it, holiday story time. This crush I had on a green-haired kid in mental hospital in Providence Hospital, the C.H.A.D unit for adolescents, in Holyoke, Massachusetts. Providence Hospital is, and the other story with the guy with the dreads, and he was like into the band Fish, where I was like a little kid, like younger than a previous story, like.
And I dropped the cringy like erotica that I was making about him and I and the band, and like, and he ended up finding it, and that's just really terrible, just horrible. And it was so embarrassing. Like I was so embarrassed. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I was all about that. Like, oh yeah, no, I feel great. Oh my god, this is tickling my nose so much. I was all about the, no, I'm not having any bad thoughts at all. Like, I feel really good. I'm going to be really good. Like, it was all about the be really good. Like, get out of there. Like, this dude knows. And it just was, like, forever shame. Like, the humility. The sheer humility. and don't forget, like I've said before, like, the only thing I really loved and looked forward to was, in those places, was not just, like, time to do my arts and crafts, but, you know, that mealtime, that lunch tray. It was all about that lunch tray. You know, that's how I felt. You know, anytime that little cabinet that they opened up and rolled up, you know, I was all about that. And I'll talk about in a different Storytime vlog my favorite meals in the mental hospital, and how that, like, hospital food became a regular thing for me, and I grew to actually like that, and a lot of the cheap, like, government food they give you, and all sorts of, like, foster homes, and, like, hospital facilities, and lockdowns. And what happens is, if you basically, like, when you're a kid, like, if you basically just want to be a total just jerk, or you're like just mentally unstable, and you decide to just keep going nuts and just keep going batshit, like you just keep going nuts, like you don't give the adults any break. Like I went to those places where you go if you do that. Like I found out what happens if you don't comply. Like I was one of the luckier ones, though, I think. But I at least stayed on the surface with all the other humans. Like at least I didn't get like human trafficked into some crazy like cult stuff, you know, some Bohemian Grove type reptilian stuff. Oh my. So you guys, let me know if you liked my space dog makeup. I do it in different colors. And thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, if you've enjoyed my story time, like that video. And please share this video. And please share this video to annoy all your friends and family with my weird stuff. Thanks, bye.